Hi, I'm Steve Clements, and I have questions. Why are so many Americans refusing to go back to their old jobs? And is this creating a labor crisis? Let's get to the bottom line.
Hey there, job seekers and labor enthusiasts. Today we're tackling a hot topic that's been causing quite the stir across the nation: the labor shortage problem in the US and how to tackle it. Yes, you heard it right. Finding workers has become a bit like finding a needle in a haystack lately. It's like trying to spot a unicorn in a crowded city street, rare and elusive. But fear not, because in this video, we're diving headfirst into the depths of this labor conundrum and exploring some out-of-the-box solutions that might just turn this shortage saga into a success story. So buckle up, grab your hard hats, and let's get to work on understanding and conquering the labor shortage challenge together. The American economy is significantly being impacted by labor shortages. In particular, for businesses that employ blue-collar and manual service workers, the current situation has the potential to quickly deteriorate into one of the most severe labor shortages in the last 50 years if allowed uncontrolled. The Conference Board examines potential outcomes for future labor markets through in-depth data analysis, research, and its own polls. It also presents solutions to hiring and retention issues that are adopted by firms that are most negatively impacted by labor shortages. Companies all around the country claim that it's difficult to locate employees and that open positions go unfilled. Companies are cutting staff in the meanwhile, and unemployment is predicted to increase. More than 47 million workers left their jobs in 2021, a significant increase from the 42 million in 2019. Although some of these resignations were brought on by vaccine requirements, the narrative of the labor crisis is far more complicated. In 2019, the unemployment rate was 3.6%. It increased to 6.7% in 2020 and fell to 3.9% in 2021. The unemployment rate decreased to 3.5% as of July 2022, which is just a little bit lower than it was before COVID. Yet this does not imply that everyone who held a job in 2019 is now employed. By dividing the total workforce by the number of jobless workers, one can get the unemployment rate. A worker must be over the age of 16, be available for work, and have made an active effort to find employment within the previous month in order to be declared unemployed. Individuals who have left the labor force or do not intend to work are also not included. One explanation for the low employment rates is that fewer people are looking for jobs and are therefore not included in the statistics. This would also explain why hiring difficulties are a problem for businesses. Although this justification is enough, the real reality of the labor market is far more nuanced. The size of the civilian labor force in the United States, or the number of people looking for work who are not in the military, has changed recently. And this may provide some insight into the state of the labor market. In 2019, there were 163.54 million people working. It fell to 160.74 million in 2020 as millions departed the labor force. It reached 161.2 million in 2021 and reached 163.96 million in July 2022. The information regarding unemployment and the labor shortage is somewhat illogical. Almost 20 million jobs were lost in the first few months of the epidemic back in 2020, but the majority of those have been restored. Additionally, almost 6 million jobs have been added by firms this year so far. There were almost 2 times as many job vacancies as job applicants throughout the month of May. In light of this, some people would think that there are more jobs than employees. LinkedIn data also show that hiring has decreased across all industries by 5.4% over the last month. A 9.1% decline in hiring has severely hurt the IT industry. A generalized economic slump has the potential to be a very good indicator of impending unemployment. The companies reporting the largest loss in sales include those in social media, traditional media, and technology. Companies are spending less on advertising because they believe customer expectations have changed. In a difficult economy, people typically cut back on spending on expensive health and beauty products, body care, and other items, but even established companies like Walmart are lowering their profit forecasts. Companies are trying to save money by laying off employees since sales are down. Even if unemployment isn't very high right now, it does appear that it is going to rise. 900 corporate employees of 7-Eleven in Texas and Ohio were laid off. Ford plans to eliminate 8,000 jobs. Rivian, an electric car manufacturer, will eliminate 700 jobs, and a startup for delivery services. This year, 4,800 positions are being lost at Loan Depot and 1,500 at GoPuff, a mortgage lender. Even if unemployment isn't very high right now, it does appear that it is going to rise. Many hiring processes are designed to disqualify candidates having a 6-month break in employment. The COVID lockdowns in 2020 and 2021 left a significant number of workers without a job. People worry that if the public perceives job losses, layoffs, and hiring freezes as a pattern, they would think the US is about to enter a recession. As people hoard their money out of fear of spending it, recession fears may come to pass. If consumers spend less, businesses will experience slower sales and may have to lay off employees, which will further and definitively confirm the worries of an economic slump. Now, how to tackle the labor shortage problem in the US? Number 1. Recruiting. More referrals equals better employees. There are several ways to locate qualified individuals, but a referral program is the most successful of them all. Referrals enable firms to connect with prospects who otherwise would not have been on their radar by tapping into employee networks. That includes people who are receptive to the proper opportunity but aren't actively hunting for a new employment. Recommendations also frequently lead to quicker hiring and longer employment. Making it simple for employees to grasp the regulations, providing worthwhile rewards, and streamlining the recommendation procedure are some ways to improve referral programs. It is made possible by an operating system for frontline-dominated businesses that centralizes communication with frontline workers. Number 2. Improve the onboarding process. You have the opportunity to really make an impression on new hires throughout the onboarding process. They desire a simple and speedy entry into their position without a ton of tiresome paperwork. According to research, employees who had a bad onboarding experience were twice as likely to look for a new job soon. It can have severe repercussions at a time when labor is already in short supply. An effective onboarding procedure is based on the following ideas. Number 3. Establish ongoing training. Not just recent recruits require training. Procedures and policies are modified frequently. Technology keeps developing. New items are released and new objectives are constantly in view. To remain on top of changes, all employees require a mechanism to obtain the information they require. Even if their jobs change, individuals can stay interested, knowledgeable, and confident in their work with the aid of ongoing training and access to training materials. Additionally, it demonstrates how companies are supporting employees' professional development and investing in them. That may be a potent strategy for retaining workers. And that's a wrap for our in-depth discussion about the labor shortage problem in the United States and the effective ways to tackle it. Thank you for joining us on this journey of understanding and exploration. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay informed about the latest issues and solutions facing our society.